Okay guys, we have some good news right now because the sentiment, as you can see on Will Portal, is becoming bearish, and this is very good because the last couple of days and weeks everyone was talking about Bitcoin going to new all-time highs, and we did touch the previous all-time high, but you can already see that the sentiment became so extremely bullish. So right now with this small correction, we can already see that the sentiment is resetting, even becoming bearish, and people are expecting a crash in the Bitcoin price. And that's actually the exact sentiment that we want to see in the markets in order to become more bullish. So we want this to come down, we want the selling pressure to decrease, we want the sentiment to become bearish, and the momentum indicators to come down, because this all creates more space to have a valid breakout to the upside. And of course, you gotta say, when in doubt, zoom out. And I want to bring up a tweet from Bob Lucas, and he's saying ignore the noise, because right now we are starting the last year of the regular 4-year cycle, or actually year 3 of the 4-year cycle. So that's basically the most bullish year in the whole 4-year cycle. The last year is often the bear market, as you can see right here, 1 year bear market, 1 year bear market, also roughly 1 year bear market right here. So right now we are entering the phase, this green zone basically. And if you look at the whole inception of Bitcoin since 2013 basically, or 12, we actually have seen the biggest pumps, the biggest inflows coming in these green zones, and we are entering this green zone right now, which is of course generally the most bullish part of the cycle. So when people are starting to become bearish right now, while Bitcoin is actually hovering at the previous all-time high, like at the edge of breaking it to the upside, this is of course a very good sign. And I don't have to show you this chart that I've showed you already many times from the Bitcoin lows. This just shows every bear market low, and based on time it shows what happened with the price. And as you can see, normally it basically follows similar trajectories every bull market from the bear market low. And here you can also see very clear that we're entering the stage where normally in previous cycles we are going to see an acceleration to the upside. So I'm expecting that to happen right now as well, although it doesn't look like it because people very quickly turn bearish with a small correction right here. I understand that the regular financial markets are coming down as well, so that's definitely something you want to watch. But generally speaking, we want to see these things coming down, and generally speaking, when in doubt, zoom out. If we really zoom out and just look at this chart, of course, Bitcoin will not replicate exactly what it has done in the past, but generally speaking, the odds of right now entering the latest phase of the bull market with an acceleration phase is definitely higher than just rolling over right here and going to a eternal bear market. So one good example I want to bring up there is gold. So gold actually had a very similar pattern as to Bitcoin, only with gold it has been a very long-term pattern, but we had a bull market top in 2011, we have a rounded bottom, then we have somewhat of a flag formation that we also had with Bitcoin. So maybe you can put it something like this, where we broke out from the flag formation, maybe get a retest, maybe something like this, like a final shakeout will happen with Bitcoin too, and then we can actually break above the neckline and see a nice acceleration. Gold is actually front running Bitcoin also pretty often, because if we look at the historical price action of gold and Bitcoin, then we can see often that when gold set the low, it's right before the low of Bitcoin, and when gold starts to rally, Bitcoin often follows. So here we have the low of gold, low of Bitcoin, gold rally, Bitcoin starts to rally. Here we have another low in gold, which is right before the bear market low in Bitcoin. Gold starts to rally, Bitcoin starts to rally. So right now we already broke out in gold. Probably this is just an early sign that we are going to see something similar with Bitcoin. It just takes time because there is a delay. But guys, right now I'm definitely going to say that even though the majority of the people are bearish, and even though we could see a little bit further of a correction, like I said with gold, maybe a one last shakeout, something like that. But generally speaking, the part of the cycle that we are right now is the most bullish part of the cycle. Everything is lining up. Rate cuts are probably coming. Presidential elections are right now. It's a little bit insecurity, of course, but that will also resolve itself in the next coming days and weeks. So generally expecting more bullishness in Bitcoin to come, and I expect the next 6 to 12 months to be very good for crypto. Guys, that was it for today's video. Hope you all enjoyed it. If so, make sure to leave a thumbs up button. Very much appreciated. Make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't. And I wish you all a beautiful day and hope to see every single one of you in the next video.